Well, I am joined by a dynamic duo. They truly are, Dave and Dave. Let me point first to the one whose face I'm sure is very familiar to you. Dave Shelley is our director of Crossroads Missions. He's a great personal friend and now a ministry partner with David Miclash, who is the founder of Alongside International, 7 years old. And your eyes filled up just to hear me say it in the intro, David. Why is that?
It's hard to believe that just 7 years ago that my wife Linda and myself founded Alongside International. And to think that just in that 7 short years that we've done so much with God, and then to hear you say that we are partnering with a multinational organization, an organization with such a tremendous reputation, that we're part of it, is overwhelming.
Uganda, Liberia, Nigeria, the current focus of Alongside, and we've come alongside. Dave, tell us what happened.
I mean, this
here.
is just, we've had a lot of people who have gone on missions teams with us, usually during crisis times, in Grenada, in New Orleans, and during the Katrina. But we haven't made it a kind of a regular practice of going to some of the projects that we're involved in and letting people who want to kind of take that next step and actually get involved with people on the ground. We've had a lot of people asking, and we said, listen, we're working on it, and we're just trying to formulate it, and when we're ready to go, we'll let you know. And so we're trying to make this a wonderful opportunity for people to go. And we're lining up a trip to build a school and do some medical outreach in northern Uganda, in Barlonya, which is one of those tough areas that, I mean, you've traveled to Africa, and you sometimes go to areas that have been really, it's been dark. They've just gone through so much. And we've helped them with agriculture, and now we want to step out and help them with a school, and do a well, and do a bunch of things to kind of really revitalize that community. And the great thing is working with Dave, who's done, and I'm sure he'll tell you, I mean, he's
a veteran in just 7 years.
Yeah, over 60 missions
teams you've taken.
Yeah, and so it's wonderful to have Dave kind of coming alongside us and helping us kind of just reach out even further through Crossroads Missions and through our viewers and supporters, and so it's a wonderful opportunity.
We'll be talking more about it in a minute. Just January 13th to 27th for the project. We are. Sounds to me as if you've already got people lined up, just waiting to go.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
And led by someone who almost does it with his eyes closed. 61 trips, teams.
Yes, I think, Moira, it's really important to know that, as Dave said, there are people who don't believe that they can be involved. They think that unless you're a professional, you know, you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're a teacher, you're someone who can really use their technical skills. They're so surprised that they can be involved in demonstrating love to other people in other ways. And they're just regular run-of-the-mill people. They're people who have a servant's heart, people who desire to build friendships with others. I often speak about partnerships are wonderful things. They get countries and countries together even. Relationships are wonderful things. They get organizations together. Friendships get Moira and Dave together. And when they build that, people say, as Dave said, I'm suddenly part of that. I want to be involved with them. I know this man. I know his family. I know their hardships. I know what they're going through. I know their hurts. And I know now that I can make a difference in their life. I know that we can be part of revitalization, transformation, and hope.
And those people are usually transformed in the process for going. Let's look at just some trips that you've already taken, and I'm sure we'll see not just professionals, but people who just took a chance.
Okay.
Let's take a peek now. What country are we in here?
That
Look
was
at that
a
team.
Crossroads missions team. That was Grenada, work team that went down.
What are they building there, Dave?
They were building walls for homes that were devastated during the hurricane.
That's a medical outreach. Actually, it's in Mali. It's the first one we ever did in partnership with Crossroads. That happens to be my son Jeff on the right, and some nurses from University of Western Ontario, and you'll see our medical clinic there in the background.
Very good. You're
That
looking
is-
for medical people this
yes,
trip as well.
absolutely, yeah. Yeah, and you and I talked about that too, Moira, and I think we should talk about it
We'll
further.
come back to that because
Yeah.
it's important.
That's a trip to Zambia to another Crossroads project with Bishop Banda, and that was a team going back 6 years.
Oh, there you are, Dave.
This is a well project in Nigeria, and this happened after we're doing a lot of restoration of boreholes. This is the excitement of the children in the area when they know that they have clean water. This is building a multi-purpose facility in Nigeria. It's a church and a school and community center as well.
Now, I know from experience that you don't have to have done any construction to help with a project like that.
Right.
Somebody there is the professional and
Right.
gives guidance, right?
And this is Nigeria. You'll notice me in the front there with my chief's hat. They honor us and specifically with a chief's title.
Is that
and
the red band? Red?
Well, that's a hat.
It's a
That's
hat.
part of the outfit, and you'll see the necklace and the cane.
Oh,
there's
yeah.
there's a complete a dress to go with that, and they've said to us so often, "You have done so much for us and so much for our people. We have nothing to give you back, but we can honor you with our highest title, and that's a chief's title."
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's a school. I mean, without a building, that's where they'll meet, under a tree.
There
stick
is
up
no
some
roof there,
poles.
Dave, right?
No,
No
well,
roof.
there's a few sticks,
Just
a
few
few
sticks.
branches. But yeah, that's what you
Palm
run into.
fronds.
So that's what we're going to do in Barlonia. We're going to launch out, and we want people to join us and get a hold of us and get involved. For those that have been asking, now's your time.
It's great to see men and women, quite an age range. I know my husband right now is in Zambia with 3 gentlemen who are in their 70s.
Right.
You don't put any limits here, do you?
You know, we do with respect to how young they can be.
Okay.
We like them 16 and over. If there is a special situation, we'll consider it. But my director of engineering, Ted Dutah, is 81 years old. He's gone with us 9, 10 times. He does all our borehole restoration, leads the interaction with the communities, and has some special things that they've invented to desilt wells, and 82 or 81
There are
years old.
some very gifted,
Yeah.
experienced people who are retired,
Yeah.
just looking for handfuls of purpose, and boy, do you have them.